Good morning, students. Today, I, Padmaja Behra, PGT English from Noida, is about to start another lecture on first flight, the book of class 10th, and the chapter is the sermon at Benares. This is chapter number 10 of the book First Flight. This is a story about a woman named Kisa Gautami who had lost her only son, little knowing that we all human beings are mortal. Our love for our near and dear ones help us to forget the reality of life. The sermon at Benares, sermon, you understand, children? Religious talk, spiritual talk. The sermon at Benares throws light upon the early life of Lord Buddha, who was very much disturbed on seeing the pain and suffering of the people. In search of salvation, Lord Buddha left the palace and all worldly pleasures. He gave his first sermon in the city of Benares and gave spiritual wisdom to a lady named Kisha Gautami. Kisha Gautami, after meeting with the Lord Buddha, could realize that men are mortal and every wise person should not grieve at somebody's death because death is inevitable. If we suffer at somebody's death, it just increases the pain of a person. Death is bound to come to all mortal beings. Death is inevitable. Whosoever has come to this earth has to die one day. Now let's begin the story. Sermon at Benares is the story of an unfortunate woman, Kisa Gautami, who had lost her only son. In grief, she carries the dead body of her dead son from place to place. In the end, she comes to Lord Buddha because somebody tells her on the way that only Lord Buddha has the solution to this problem. So she brings her child to Lord Buddha. She needed some medicine which could cure her son or bring back life to her son. Little knowing that the person who has lost his life can never regain it unless and until God wishes. Lord Buddha, sensing the plight of the woman, asked her to bring him a handful of mustard seeds from a house where no one had lost a child, a husband, a parent, a friend, or a near and dear one. Kisa Gautami went from house to house in the village but could not find a single house where no one had lost their loved ones. Kisa Gautami thought to herself that every mortal being has to die. We are bound by the worldly pleasures of life, and in return, we forget that death has to come. All mortal beings have to pass through the cycle of birth and death. Everyone has to die, and one cannot avoid death. The wise people, they do not shed tears on somebody's death or loss of a loved one. Whosoever has overcome all this will be free from sorrow and will lead a blessed life. Because if we realize that this is the reality, every person has to pass, then nobody will shed tears. Of course, we shed tears at the loss of a loved one. But Gautam Buddha learned very early in life that The world is full of suffering, pain, agony, envy, jealousy. So he became the enlightened one, Buddha. From Siddharth, he became Buddha, Gautam Buddha, under the Bodhi tree. He gained enlightenment. Children, this is from me now. Please go through the chapter and read it thoroughly because questions will come from the book only. So you have to go through the chapter. I told you the summary in just so that you are interested in reading the particular book. Children, if you like this particular video, please share and subscribe. Thank you so much.